Hi there, thank you for tuning in to Grow Your Gifts and try to make the most of this daylight. And we're going to go right into Howard Gardner. Let me just find my spot here. I lost my spot. Ah, Howard Earl Gardner, born in 1943, is an American developmental psychologist. So, yeah. His theory of multiple intelligences tells us that there are multiple ways in which one can display intelligence. While IQ tests may measure a combination of linguistic, verbal, and logical mathematical intelligences, it doesn't account for the other types of intelligences. What is Howard Gardner best known for? Gardner is best known in educational circles for his theory of multiple intelligences, a critique of the notion that there exists but a single human intelligence that can be assessed by standard psychometric instruments. What is Gardner's theory of early childhood? This approach theorizes that children do not have just an intellectual capacity, but have multiple intelligences, including musical, interpersonal, spatial visual, kinesthetic, intrapersonal, naturalistic, logical, mathematical, and linguistic. Did you know Gardner's theory can also be applied outside of the classroom? Very cool. Um, yeah, and this is all just from the internet and my screenshots, and I'll go into whatever comes to mind about from my experience. I'll add on as well. So, how does Gardner's theory help teachers? Many educators work to use this theory in the classroom and implement it in their teaching philosophies. Howard Gardner's theory emphasizes that educators must not instruct the same content to every child. There is a need to instruct each student after identifying each learner's weaknesses and strengths. I'm dancing because I love it. It's like snowflakes and fingerprints. We are all unique. So it doesn't make sense to approach each sibling in a cookie cutter way, or each child, or each student, or even yourself, or your friends, or your family in exactly the same way. Um, when you start treating people and looking at them and feeling and seeing them more as individuals and their uniqueness and all their weird glory, I feel like life becomes much more simpler, harmonious, and authentic. Still a bumpy ride, but what can you do about that? So, what is a real life example of multiple intelligences? An athlete, for example, could have strong bodily kinesthetic and spatial intelligence, but poor musical intelligence. That's why it's so important to use instructional strategies that involve a variety of these multiple intelligences so every child has the opportunity to learn in a way that works best for them. According to this theory of multiple intelligences, so this is from Very Well Mind website, people have many different ways of learning. Unlike traditional theories of intelligence that focus on one single general intelligence, Gardner believed that people have multiple different ways of thinking and learning. Yes, this is repetitive, but I think it's important to repeat. Okay. The eight intelligences um, the eight intelligences. He has since identified and described eight different kinds of intelligence. Sorry, one sec. Interpersonal intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, kinesthetic intelligence, linguistic, verbal intelligence, mathematical intelligence, musical intelligence, naturalistic intelligence, and visual spatial intelligence. He also proposed the possible addition of a ninth type, which he refers to as existential intelligence. Very cool. The theory has become enormously popular among educators, in part because it validates their everyday experiences in the classroom. Yes, it does. I could vouch for that. Many teachers can say how much kids vary in terms of how they learn, as well as how they display that knowledge. The theory has become enormously popular among educators, in part because it validates their everyday experiences in the classroom. Wait, did I say that already? I think so. The theory has helped provide a framework that helps guide how teachers organize their curriculum, assess learning, and create their teaching practices. It all can, has also helped teachers develop new approaches that can help a broader range of learners succeed in the classroom. Yeah, that's huge. That's monumental. I mean, because there's always children struggling here and there, and when you can say, "Oh, let me try to approach it this way," and something clicks, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" Just adding some drums to what we're doing here, and this child is like come alive and focusing, and like, what's happening? I haven't seen this side of this kid before. This is really awesome. Um, yeah, you just never know what's gonna help sometimes until you try it. So yes, Howard Gardner is still alive. He is currently 80 years old. Very cool. I don't know if I just blocked the mic there, but um, that's all I wanted to say about Gardner. And yeah, please check the other video on Howard Gardner, and you can see more in there. So this is a short one, and I'm gonna do one more video today to wrap it up. But I'll be posting these like one at a time, day after day. It's just way more easier in terms of uploading. And my next video will be my last one for a while. So thank you. Wish you well. Signing off.